This story could mark a turning point in global geopolitics. Over the weekend of December 20 to 21, the United States intercepted and seized an oil tanker carrying nearly 1.8 million barrels of Venezuelan crude oil. The destination? China. The location? Off the coast of Venezuela. Washington claims the ship was part of Venezuela's so-called shadow fleet, operating under a false flag to evade U.S. sanctions on the Maduro regime. But for Beijing, this was not law enforcement. This was an act of piracy. China's foreign ministry bluntly called the seizure a serious violation of international law, accusing the United States of attacking sovereign rights and free trade. This is where the story gets dangerous, because this was not just about Venezuela. This was about China's energy security. Venezuela supplies up to 15% of China's crude oil imports, and for Beijing, interfering with that supply is a direct strategic threat. The Trump administration, meanwhile, is escalating pressure on Caracas, floating ideas of renewed sanctions, even a potential naval blockade. And now, China and Russia have both stepped in, pledging diplomatic supports for Venezuela. So, the big question is this: could China take massive offense and jump into the U.S.-Venezuela conflict? And could a direct showdown between Xi Jinping and Donald Trump push the world closer to a global war? Experts say direct military intervention by China is unlikely, but indirect involvement is very much on the table. Just look at Ukraine. The U.S. never sent troops, but it sent money, weapons, intelligence, and diplomatic cover. China could do the same for Venezuela. Economically, Beijing could expand loans, oil for debt deals, and Belt and Road projects to keep Maduro's government afloat, despite U.S. sanctions. Militarily, China could supply surveillance drones, defensive systems, or training support without ever putting boots on the ground. Diplomatically, China could block U.S. moves at the UN, rally BRICS nations, and amplify anti-U.S. narratives globally. And on energy, Beijing could help Venezuela create alternative export routes, bypassing U.S. interdictions, challenging American control over global energy flows. So, does this lead to World War III? Most analysts say the probability remains low. Nuclear deterrence, massive U.S.-China trade, and fear of global economic collapse all act as brakes. But here's the risk. If missteps pile up, naval standoffs, cyber retaliation, or Russia deepening its role, what started as one oil tanker could ignite a much larger confrontation. For now, this is a warning shot, not a war. But the lines are hardening, the players are positioning, and the world is watching very carefully.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.